Hello everyone, this is Luigi, or should I say BOOigEEK. Anyway, happy Halloween if you're watching this right when it's uploaded, because probably in some time zones it'll still be Halloween. And welcome to Let's Play Luigi's Mansion. This is actually the first game I got for the GameCube, it being its launch title and whatnot, and I think it's pretty great. I don't think it's really the most popular game because of how vastly different it is from all the platformers and everything, but I really do like the change of pace, and this is one of my favorite GameCube games. So that's where Luigi's Mansion is. Funny how the game got the title from that. Some weird looking crows. I'm surprised they didn't use Pidgeots or something. Yeah, this game didn't actually reference much other Mario games, aside from the boos and whatnot, but that's spoilers. And alright, you're sort of just thrown right in. Not used to that kind of stuff in a main console game. Luigi's like holding your hand, it would be saying like, "You are Luigi, the green Mario brother. If you're worried he's not a bounce board, that's okay, I understand."
Mario.
Yes, I always like how he calls out for Mario. Pretty much the most useful thing you can do with the A button. So, yep, you just...
Mario.
Oh wait, you don't head up in here just yet. You just see this cutscene that plays the first 3 notes of Luigi's Mansion, kinda. And let's... Oh gosh, it's a ghost key. Oh gosh, it dropped its ghost key. Oh gosh, it tried to go through the door and then exploded. Yeah, that's sort of a weird key get theme, but I like it. And now we open up the first door of the game. Yeah, this intro part is a bit slow, I think. I mean, yeah, I really don't like the start of this game too much because it's a lot more linear than it ends up being later. Oh, Luigi, what a cowardly person you are. How are you scared of a dark mansion infested with ghosts? So I'm not sure what to do for the cutscenes and text here because he still sort of makes noise, so it would be sort of weird if I read everything over him. So I'll probably just be quiet for most cutscenes and stuff. Yeah, and then you sort of just run away, which is contrasting to how it sort of just threw you in with a movement and flashlight and controls and whatnot. Of course, that's not really necessary to go through that first part, so your name's Luigi, I think our best traditions well met, Luigi. Yeah, not going to read this. He did not look 20 in Partners in Time, but that's confusing to people who haven't played that, so... Yeah, it's sort of creepy how this little shack existed here long before the mansion. Yep, Mario with his great character trait of being brave and not polite and stopping to talk to crazy old men, got kidnapped by mansions. Okay. So I have never played this in Sidestep, and I don't really think I want to start because, I mean, I don't know, the fact that you have to use the C stick to rotate anyway sort of makes it simpler, but I don't know, if you think Sidestep's really much better, tell me in the comments and I'll switch. Okay, so the Poltergust 3000, Poltergust. So yep, this is pretty fun times. Well, you could just look at them, but or ground pound them, or yeah. So I was able to beat this game as a kid, but I was never really able to figure out what exactly I was supposed to do not to be bad at it. I mean, much later I realized you could turn off the flashlight with B, and you would actually want to sometimes because it lets you sort of sneak up on ghosts, or yeah, basically sneak up on them and not have them be way far away and not but other than just sort of pulling away, I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do to make sure you have a long chain of pulling them and whatnot, but tilt the control stick in opposite. Wait, did it say quickly and repeatedly? Because if that's the case, I have never done that anytime I've ever played this. Whoops, yeah. Yep, they love to hide in dark places. Yeah, I think... Oh. Man, why was I thinking I would get an achievement for shining the light on 3 ghosts at once? Yeah, you get some sort of ranking here. It's pretty cool, I guess. And the gallery's pretty cool. I'll probably just go in here at the end of the game. There are these weird angel things, and then the wonderful, totally blank pictures. They do not remain totally blank for the entire game, but it still is a bit awkward that he has this gallery set up and that had to have been expecting the mansion and all of the portrait ghosts inside it, but let's not think too hard about this, shall we? Or rather, shall we not? Yes, I am. Okay, okay, what's a Game Boy horror? I don't know if it's horror or horror. I sort of say it either way, depending on what my subconscious mind wants to call it at the time. Yeah, the Game Boy horrors are pretty cool times. Particularly like how they looks like they took an actual picture of a Game Boy for this. I'm sure some of you were too young to recognize it, but that's the Game Boy Color, except color is replaced with horror, and the Color logo did look like that. And that was some fun times when the Game Boy Color just came out. That seems really weird now that color would be like a selling point for the system. But I don't know, I think next to backlight, that's pretty much the most important thing they've done in handheld history. So, let's go back to lab, I guess. And I will go back to the mansion. Whoops. Oh, a toad. And I just realized the toads in this game looks pretty weird. And it makes the same noise as Super Mario 64, which is some fun times. Oh, it's a Luigi. Oh, what are you talking about? The toads should have been able to have the same abilities of Mario. That's how toads work, right? Okay, poor toad. I think you can say goodbye to piss him off, but whatever. That makes this room lit for some reason. And yeah, you can save here. And the funny thing is, okay, Luigi's face looks sort of weird there, but yeah, the funny thing is, when I first played this, I did not have a memory card because my only other console at that time was an N64, and I did not understand the concept of memory cards. So that was a bit annoying. So I need to, yeah, this lets you go into first-person mode, and this won't do anything, but I think all but 1 or 2 of the mansions, or all the mirrors in the mansion, will warp you right back to the start, so that's a pretty neat warp system. It's never really explicitly told to you, I don't think. And I know that there's something in this, or at least I think there is. Yes, there are plenty of bills, and this game had a really weird currency. It has bills and gold Well, gold coins make sense, but the bills and gold bars are a little weird, but it's cool. I mean, most of them hardly even matter. There are two really good things in this game that give you like 1,billion coins, or yeah, the equivalent of 1,billion coins each. And it basically automatically gives you the best rank of the game. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for the best rank. The only time I really completed this, I got best rank automatically just from obsessively collecting everything. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this run because I'm not going to be using a guide or anything. But hopefully I'll get a pretty good score. I don't think it's too hard to get the good score. And yep, you can press A, which would normally just have him ask for Mario.